everybody. This is Bonnie Barker, Bonnie Bay Crochet on Friday Fun Live. And I don't know what happened there. The broadcast just completely cut out. And anyway, so we're back. This is part 2 of our Friday Fun. So, okay, good. So it looks like people are getting notices right now. So I'm going to go ahead and continue just to say hey to some of the people who were in our chat on part 1. So hopefully, let's see. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and refresh my screen so I can go to the new broadcast. Okay, we do have some people here. Let's see. Let me go ahead and try to do this right here. So thanks for being patient with me. I see some people have made it back. Hi again. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. That's never happened before. It's just that the whole thing just changed to a complete another video. So I don't know don't know what happened there. Isn't it? It's so exciting with technology. We get so dependent on it and expect it to work all the time, and then when it doesn't, oh well. So let me go ahead and get to where you guys are. Okay, well, some of you made it back. Hey, thanks again for joining. Tracy and Terry, thank you. Yes, it took me a while. I mean, my phone wouldn't even clear. It was really bizarre. I couldn't even get out of the video, but it wouldn't go forward, and after it went black, so whatever. And I know the phone has a full charge, but I'll let the geeky people figure this out. We have, anyway, I'll go ahead and say hey to everybody. Stuntles Design, hi again. And Jean Green is back, and Jacqueline LaFridge from Los Angeles. Kathy Ann, hey Kathy, and Diana. And I'm kind of bummed that didn't work because I wanted to, the main thing I wanted to show you guys is going to be here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Yay, part 2. Yeah, thanks Diana. And we have a Gracie is there, and Terry Redmond. Hey Terry, haven't seen you in a bit. Well, you've probably been there. I just haven't maybe gotten to your comments. So happy Good Friday to you too. And to Brad's mom and Judy Quillen. She says, I got you back on my phone, but you're still buffering. Yeah, it's a mystery. It looks like Johnny needs to go. Well, have a good orientation there, Johnny, and a wonderful Easter to you as well. And let's see, we have Wanda Gordon back. Yay, Wanda. And Naomi, she says, aloha. Aloha to you, my friend. Or good morning if you're out in the Hawaii. And Heather Washington is with us. Am I already behind? I can't be behind already. Heather Washington, there it is. My eyes just missed it. It says, hello, Bonnie. Thank you for your kind comment, Heather. That is very sweet of you. And we have Dina from Eastern Kentucky. Hey, Dina, I love the blue state of Kentucky. My best friend is buried there outside of Winchester. Wonderful, wonderful place. I love to visit there, visit her family. Jackie Malone, thank you for your sweet comment there. And Archer Nace is back. Yay. She said, wanted to say she's working on the winter cable throw, and it is teaching me like mad. Yeah, I hope you like it. If not, let me know before you let everybody else know, okay? And I would love to see a picture. If you have any questions, you know where to get me. We have Creatively Tracy, Wanda Gordon. She says it was the devil. He doesn't like Easter. Could be, you know, he's got to get his digs in here and there, but it's so good to know he is not in charge. He's just a puppet that God tolerates for now. But anyway, yeah, thank you, Hannah, for getting back with us. And we got our Japanese friend back. Yay, Crochet Tobokichi. Yay. Thank you for joining us again. And we have DJ from Sierra Vista, Arizona. Oh, I love your state too, DJ. That's where my uncle lived. That's where I got to visit him and my aunt Gail for a while. And Janet says, perhaps you just needed an intermission. Ugh. Well, Janet, if I get another intermission, I need a more restful intermission. You know, that one was just a little bit of a stressor. But yeah, glad to be back. And we have Ms. Condor from California. Well, and Tracy Hamilton says, happy Easter. Yay. Thank you, Tracy. You too. And DJ says, first time watching live, missed your first part, but staying anyway. Well, thank you, because DJ, I'm going to show you the main reason, the main thing I wanted to talk about today. Oh, we have Freaky Geek in the chat, wishing everyone happy Easter. And Lynn, and we have Bonnie L. She says, thanks for fixing your chat and coming back online. Yes, I had to come back online, and this is why. I'm so excited about this. Maybe some of you saw this on my Instagram page and on my Facebook page. This is Bonnie's Easy Summer Top. And this is with one cake. And when I say a cake, I mean something like this. One cake of yarn. The yarn information is in the video description. It's by a company called Knitting Fever, and it is 100% cotton. It's crocheted entirely in the round, except for when you get up to the armholes. You do have to do a little bit of going back and forth. And since the yarn is variegated, it's this is a different brand, but since the yarn is self-striping, what I did when I came to the top where the arm separated, and in order to maintain the same gradient change, is I encourage people in the video, which is going to be released in about a week and a half, a week from Monday, if everything aligns right with getting it edited properly. What I did is do like 4 or 5. You could pick any number, but do several, any number, several rows on the front, and then I would cut the yarn, and then I would do several rows on the back, and then do that again on the front and the back, so that the yarn gradually changes the way it's supposed to on both sides. That's one way you can manage this. If you make this in a solid color, you don't have to worry with it. You just do this round and around until you get to the armholes, and then you can just crochet the front part and then crochet the back part, or vice versa. And this is 100%, well, 99, let's say 98%, which you know what those are if you've done any of my designs. And the is just front and back post double crochet ribbing. And along the edge, I just trimmed using single crochets, and then I went around again with a slip stitch to kind of give it a nice, even finishing off. And this is an easy project. If you've never made something to fit you, you might want to try this one. And I am going to have stitch counts to start, the bottom of the sweater and go up, because once you start, you make it the size for the hips, and then by changing from one hook size smaller, about 6 or so inches up, then that kind of brings it in for the waist to give it more of a feminine taper. And what's really cool about this is it's so easy. The wattle stitch, look at this, the wattle stitch is naturally pretty elastic. Now, this is cotton yarn, and as you know, if you know anything about cotton yarn, it's not very elastic. It can be kind of on the stiffer side, but with the thinner yarn, this is a number 2 or a sport weight yarn. It feels nice and soft, but it's not going to be real stretchy like wool would be, but it's going to be nice and cool to wear for the summer. But again, with the wattle stitch, it kind of adds the ease that you need, and it really does kind of shape you. So you want to make sure that it is large enough for you. And if what you can do is you can customize this according to your favorite sweater. If you've already got a sweater or a shirt, what you can do is, as you crochet, is you can check the sizing against your favorite shirt so that it's the same width that you personally need. Okay, so in other words, you don't have to just stick to the sizing as listed in the pattern. You just feel free to customize that as you need, and I think it should work out fine. You can even make the collar wider if you wanted to. It's all up to you. And let me show you another version of this. This is the prototype. This is the one I started with. I used the knurl on the edging, but just ignore that. This is another color that I made with some some yarn in my stash that's unfortunately not available, but some of you may have this. You may have heard of the Stitch Studio by Nicole. This is the old AC Moore yarn. You know, AC Moore is out of business. I was hoping that Michaels would pick up this yarn, but they didn't hire me to work in their yarn department and to tell corporate what to do. Had they done that, I would have said, you guys got to keep this and this and this and this from AC Moore. And but you know, they bought AC Moore and then shut them down cold, and I haven't seen any decent yarn. But look at the colorway on this. And I used the red, okay, the red colorway, the red and the pinks of this brand for this shirt. And this is a size medium. Okay, the hip distance around the bottom is about 41 inches. So it's about 41 inches around, and then it's about, I guess, maybe 39 to 40 inches around the bust region on the size medium. And this fits very well. I mean, I wouldn't want it any tighter on me personally. But anyway, so I used one of these on this one, and I had like a third of it left. So I actually might do a different design with this coming forth. But this is also, let me show you the stats on this yarn. It's also a number 2, 100% cotton. Now, of course, you can use any number 2 yarn on this design that'll be coming. But don't you just love the way the self-striping worked out on this yarn? I just, oh, it just breaks my heart that this wasn't available. But this yarn from Knitting Fever is available. They have many different color schemes, many different gradients available. I just wanted something nice and bright for the summer. They have more subdued colors if you're into that. And of course, there are a lot of solids. You can, probably find solid color yarn. I'll go ahead and set one of these. I'm automatically just folding my clothes. I guess I don't need to do that. Let me just go ahead and set this here so you can see it. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. And by the way, my mother-in-law graciously offered to model this for me, and was able to take a picture of her with it, and she looked really good in it. And what was really cool about that picture, many of you may not know, but when I took that picture of her, and by the way, that was my most popular social media post this week, was a picture of my 92-year-old mother-in-law wearing this shirt. And I'm real excited about that. I may see if she could do some more modeling for me, because this is real designs, real people. These are not, stick figures wearing garments. These are real people. And I'm not against any of you all out there who are stick figures. I'm maybe a little envious, but these designs are to fit people like us, just normal, real people who like to. I like to eat. I enjoy food, and I'm not afraid to say that. And I've always been on the healthier side. And anyway, enough of that. But I just thought it was really cool that the post with Mrs. Barker got the most airtime this week on my Instagram account. And if you're interested in joining my Instagram account, the video in the video description below, there is the link for that. But one thing you don't know about that picture is that she was standing. She was standing. She's been able to walk more, and that is significant because she's a polio survivor, and the last year and a half, her leg has finally weakened to the point where she can't walk on her own. But through the help of a special brace that we were, after a year of searching, found a brace shop that would work with her. Because a lot of people in this world, polio has pretty much been eradicated, except in some very poor parts of the world. And I think, it's very rare. And because of that, a lot of doctors just aren't skilled to work with polio survivors. And so these people in Florence worked with her, did a fantastic job. And so she's walking now. I mean, with the help of a walker. But what was funny is a couple days ago, we were at Walmart getting something. She was very specific. She wanted to pick something out. I hope she doesn't mind me telling the story of her. But this woman in one of those riding handicapped cart buggies that they have for the customers came up alongside her and was very interested, thought that she had a prosthesis on her leg, but she said no, this it's actually just a brace on my polio leg. And because this woman had lost a leg, so that's why she was in, you know, in the automated buggy thing. But I thought it was interesting that she was not quite half my mother-in-law's age, but about 2/3 of her age. You know, much a younger woman was, you know, needing the assistance of work, you know, riding in one of those buggies. And my mother-in-law is just walking in Walmart with her walker and doing it quite well. And that is just, you know, I just want to thank you guys for praying for her and for us, you know, over the course of the last year and a half, because God has answered so many prayers. And she's able to walk. I mean, she still needs assistance, obviously, in some ways, and we'll continue to joyfully do that for her. But you know, just to see how far she's come is just incredible. So when you see that picture of her, she's standing, and she's standing confidently, and barely even touching the walker in that picture. So that's kind of cool. All right, my daughter just sent me a question here. I just wanted to check in. Where did you go, Hannah? Ah, there you are. Um, the question is, would the new shirts be cool enough to wear in hot weather? Kathy Ann is wanting to know. I think so. It is 100% cotton. I pretty much stick with 100% cotton for the summertime because, you know, it's hot. It's hot down here in the Carolinas. You may sweat some, but it's a breathable fabric. You know, it's a breathable fabric. I like it. I'm not a fan of the polyester that they have on the market. They say it wicks away the whatever. I mean, maybe it does, but to me, polyester just raises my body temperature. This is very cool. Anything that's 100% cotton, you can just look it up online to learn more of the properties of that fiber. But I think it's an excellent thing to wear in the summer. That's why I'm going to be making several for me personally. I am definitely going to do that. Okay, so let me see. There's something going on in the chat here. Yeah, Terry Redmond says, yeah, she likes red is her favorite color, but difficult to find it in a colorway. Yeah, it's really hard to find really nice colorways, but you'd have to kind of search out there. One thing I loved about this yarn is I mean, this was an AC Moore yarn. Let me make sure that it is 100% cotton. I mean, I got this with the coupon for like, I think it was on sale for like $5. I will tell you that the yarn that I used for this one was not $5. It was more like $30. But it was still worth, I think, worth it. This normally went for like $10 at AC Moore. Oh my goodness. April, you just pushed us over the top, sweetheart. Thank you for your generosity there. April Hume just pushed us to, we're at $105 now. So next week, I'll have to do a song for you all. I'm not prepared this week, but I definitely will next week in response to your generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you, April. So we will be able to donate at least $105 to through the super chat. That's what that little orange thing is coming up in the feed. So $105 for the month of April will be going to the Rancho 3M Children's Home and school in Guadalupe, Mexico. So really excited. There's I forget the guy's name, Dean, and then last name starts with an A. But anyway, he and his wife and family have been there for decades, serving people, very poor area. Very excellent ministry there. So thank you for that for your generosity, April, and Johnny, and from part one we had a couple others as well. So thank you. Oh, we have Lynn Guider in the chat. Hey Lynn, it's good to see you. And Toxic Orchid made it too. And let's see. Wanda says, Wanda the backwards wrong side crocheter says, Premier Yarns carries some of the Studio Stitch yarn. Thank you, Wanda. I guess they would have maybe a website. I'll have to look that up. But the Premier Yarns, yeah, this is this Premier? Huh, well, Okay, so Premier does carry Stitch Studio. I did not know that. I'll have to check that out, and I'll definitely attach a link for that to the video and information for you all, because I know you're looking for yarn deals as much as as much as I am. So, and Lisa says, I wish I could crochet. My brain cannot see the stitches. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. But thanks for joining us anyway and encouraging us and hanging with this group of people. Um, and Tracy says she likes the red one better than this one. Yeah, I mean, I like them both. I think I have a couple of white long skirts, cotton skirts for the summer. I'm really looking forward to just putting one of these on and, maybe a little jacket and going to church. The only reason I'd put a jacket with it is because it's cold inside. We have Adam from the UK. I'll have to get to that comment in just a second, Adam. Um, I'm looking for something somebody may have shared. Let's see. Okay, we have Leora from Calgary. Wow, has says happy Easter. Hope you're having a blessed Easter. God bless and be safe. Thank you, Leora. Um, yeah. Let's see. Okay, and Wanda. Okay, I see. Wanda Gordon is asking about someone, um, a friend of Najla's with cancer. Okay. Yeah, I found out of another friend this week from my church in Maryland who was also in the fight for her life. So yeah, we do need to pray for our friends struggling in such a way. Um, let's see. And let me see, I'm just going to try to skip through some of these because it is getting late. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just solo, guys. Okay. Okay, so I did answer Kathy Ann's question, I think. All right, so yeah. Okay, so it looks like it's Joni's friend. And we'll definitely pray for her, Joni. Um, yeah, Freaky Geek is saying yes, that it should be cool since it's cotton. Yeah, anything cotton, bamboo, linen. Um, if it says, I can't remember the word. There are other words too that would indicate natural plant fiber based um, yarns. And again, we're talking about, for the shirts here. Yeah, they're always my pick for the, for scarves or for, yeah, I could put a nice cotton scarf with this. Yeah, tops, excellent choice. I try to stay away from acrylics, although acrylics may be cheaper, but personally they make me sweat a lot. So, okay, so here I found the comment. It says hello. This is from Adam. It says hello from the UK. Just wanted to say I found your work very inspiring. Thank you, Adam. Finished my basket weave throw in 2 colors right now. I would love to see that, Adam. If you can send me a photo when you get a chance, to bonniebay@me.com, or you could just post to my Bonnie Bay Crochet Facebook page and share, with others. I would love to see your work. Um, I just wonder where you were from in the UK. I so enjoyed. It's been about a year and a half ago. I guess it was October 2019. Got to go to London. Oh, I loved it, and the surrounding areas. Um, wonderful, wonderful trip to your country. I really want to go back. Um, and Nodula's sister is named Hannah too. How cool is that, Hannah? What a great name. And Emmeline is in the chat today. Thank you for joining us. And we have Marina from India. Wow. Thank you for joining us. It's just so humbling that you guys are going to watch from so far away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have, I can't even, is it Shana Watts? Gondal? I'm sure I didn't say that right, but forgive me for not getting it right, but thank you for joining us today. And we have Tiffany. She says hi. Okay, Tiffany from Texas. And we have Amy. And Najla wants to know, with cotton, do we work loosely or tight? The 2 colors you show are so beautiful. I would just work as normal. I would not try to make it tight at all. I would just work with your normal tension with the cotton. And I think using the smaller hooks, I use crochet hook size G and F. And the F size is 3.75 millimeter. Um, and I believe it's 4.00 millimeter on the G hook. And just work as you would normally. Definitely don't want to work too tightly because it might be too small. Okay, and let's see, Deborah Wood, Hannah's sending me a text here. Okay, so Deborah was asking for prayer. She's facing a biopsy on her colon. Shoulder repl oh my goodness, she's got a lot going on. Deborah, we will definitely, Hannah could, I've got it in the note here, so I will write that on my prayer list. We will pray for you this week, Deborah. Thank you for letting us know, and I hope it goes well for you, sweetheart. Um, okay, so, okay, we have Mary Hayes from sunny Arizona. She says it's already 85, heading for the low 90s today. Woo, that's warm. Um, actually, that sounds kind of good, but anyway, let's see. All right, well, I am going to go ahead. We have some other comments here. Cat's Meow from Arizona. Wow, that's a cool name. I love kitty cats. I just wish I could have some. And then Adam says he's from Yorkshire. Well, great, Adam. Thank you for letting me know. I'll have to look that up on the map because my geography is not very strong, but I do know where some places are there. But I will look that up after the chat so I can get a gauge on where that is. Um, yeah. And Archernay says that she looked on the Michael site and they do have the old AC Moore yarn there. Huh, I'll have to try looking again. I wonder if that's a regional thing though, because I know I've tried looking for it and I haven't found it, but I will try again. Archernay, thanks for letting me know. She says that they may have this on the Michael site. So let's take a look at that. And if they do, it's the Stitch Studio by Nicole, the Cotton Colors. Look that up. And if they have that, and if you're looking at making a shirt, I may actually go online and order some because I liked that yarn just as well as I did the fancy pants stuff. So, yet Hannah says she's using Kobo yarn right now. It has cotton and rayon from bamboo, and it is wonderful. Yeah, I have used that. I used that for the mask video I made, Hannah. And I put a filter in it just to let you all know. No, I'm not saying make a holy mask with holes in it, and breathe right through it. No, I had filters in mine and people didn't realize that when they kind of left their very unkind comments on my YouTube video back in 2020. But we will be forgiving towards them. But yeah, I think that yarn might be a number 3, but correct me if I'm wrong. It might be just a tad bit thicker, but if you wanted to try that, you can. I just like to use as thin as yarn as possible for these shirts so that I'm not, wearing something too thick. Oh, thank you, Adam. That is really, really kind of you, reading the comment about doing another pattern. Okay, well, let me go ahead. I think I'm going to end the broadcast very shortly, but I did want to read something I read this morning, especially in light of now hearing about some of you struggling with, possibility of facing cancer and things. But let me read this to you. I read this morning to try to encourage one of my other children, not Hannah, but somebody else, who was just really struggling. As you all know, this pandemic has really, it's been hard for everybody, but I think especially it's been hard on the younger people, especially the single unmarried people. And I've got 2 of those in my family who are young adults and just really miss, being with people. It's really, you're not really allowed to go out and meet people. And a lot of their life has been put on hold, where a lot of us who are, kind of established in our family life and in our roles, we just kind of roll with the punches and just continue doing what we're doing. But when you're in that season of life, if you know what I mean, where you just don't know where you're headed and everything is on pause, I think this may have encouraged this child. But let me go ahead Okay, got some more. Let me go ahead and read this. This is from my book. I don't have the link in the video description, but I should probably put it there. This is on Amazon if you're looking to get it. It's by Charles H. Spurgeon. It's called Beside Still Waters. Charles Spurgeon was a 19th century pastor, preacher, very pastoral, very caring, and a lot of his writings, brilliant man. He used to he actually taught in London at, I forget the name of the tabernacle, but the church in downtown London. We got to actually see where, or at least see the steps where Mr. Spurgeon were in front of the church where he used to preach. But the original church was actually, I believe, burned to the ground a couple of times, from various fires and things. But he was, a very prominent pastor in England around the turn of the century. Okay, and this is based on a Bible verse, Ephesians 4:15, and the title of this is page 275 in the book. It's called Grow Up in All Things. When I take stock of my life, I realize that my only real growth in grace is the result of being dug and fertilized by the stern farmer of pain. My leaf is greenest in rainy weather. My fruit is sweetest when frosted by a winter's night. Woe is me that I have to make so humbling a confession of my foolishness. I hope that you are more gracious and have made better use of your mercies. Yet most confess that in spiritual sailing, greater headway is made during a raging sea than in more happier times. A stiff breeze brings far more help than danger. Every storm has its blessings. My dear friend, you would not weep so much if you knew how quickly all will change. You may be so poor that you scarcely know where you will sleep tonight. Yet if you knew how soon you will be with the angels, your poverty would not cause much distress. And again, he is writing to fellow believers in the Lord Jesus. So keep that in mind. He is helping the people of his flock with these writings. You may be sick, wasting away, and going home soon. You would not be depressed if you remembered how bright your starry diadem will shine and how sweet your voice will sing the heavenly sonnets that only those who have tasted grief's bitter waters can sing. It is better ahead. The road will either end or mend. Today's sailing is boisterous, but when the sun sets, all will be quiet and your ship motionless. You will forget your pain and fears, for you will be with the Lord. Let this thought cheer you. There will be a fulfillment of the things that God has promised. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. But God has revealed them to us through his Spirit. That's in 1 Corinthians 2, verses 9 through 10. Be of good courage. The issues of life and death are fixed and sure because eternal love has ordained them. I hope that encourages you as much as it did me this morning when I first read it. And I just want to wish you a happy, blessed Easter. He is indeed risen. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.